belt twice, got 2 real belts at home. Yeah, no one can ever say I wasn't a champion, but right now I cannot be content with that, and I absolutely believe it, 100%. Especially with how crazy this game is, how big of a fan I am, how many like unpredictable things have happened. I can absolutely knock Ilia Topuria out on the White House lawn.
How do you know that?
Because I know how crazy this game is. I know the power I possess. I know the skills that I have.
He
I know
possesses a lot of power.
Of course, he could knock me out also. Right. But there's no way to find out, and I also will. I just want the chance.
You want him?
Of course.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a champion. He's a champion. He finished Volkanovski, finished Holloway. If I could do it, it will be the best script. Then I will believe this is all a simulation. 100%. Because that was like, it was crazy. And that's...
After KT wrapped up his bout with Paddy Pimblett, attention immediately moved elsewhere. Talk quickly turned to an upcoming White House event and speculation about who could be featured on the card. One pairing keeps surfacing more than any other: Ilia Topuria against Justin Gaethje. Fueling that discussion even further is the fact that Ilia has already begun preparing as though that matchup is becoming a real possibility.
And a big hit for Paramount. I think that's exactly what they want to see. But I will say this, I do worry about Gaethje a little bit. I think he's starting to slur his words a little bit. I think he's taking a little too much punishment. And that Ilia Topuria fight will be a disaster. It's almost guaranteed. Topuria is not Paddy Pimblett. He hits like a truck. He's going to stay in the pocket. And it looks like, based on the way Paddy took those punches, that Ilia will be able to navigate.
U2, Justin addressed his future plans, acknowledging that he absorbed plenty of punishment. He repeatedly pointed to the June event at the White House, describing it as an opportunity to represent the nation and something he felt obligated to be part of. As long as his body holds up, he made it clear that he fully intends to compete on that card.
Like, are you going to need some time off? Is there possibly anything broken after?
I mean,
like
I definitely need some time off. It's like I rocked my brain a couple times, and the only thing we have over the more dangerous sports, which is boxing and football, is we get to take time. And so I will do that. But the White House is in June, and I represent this country. I represented it tonight, and I hope to be, obviously, look at the position and the opportunity they just gave me here.
When Ilia Topuria was brought up, Justin reacted as if it were an issue he knew he'd eventually have to address. He didn't shy away from it, agreeing that a title unification fight made sense and explaining that this was exactly why he was present. Still, he framed it less as an exciting chance and more as a responsibility, adding that if he returns, that matchup is the one that has to happen.
Dana was here earlier and he said, look, I think the unification fight is next. That Ilia won't fight anybody else. Like, do you have a message for Ilia if that's the next fight?
Can't wait. That's what I got here for. That's what we do. And of course, that's what I believe the next fight is, unless he's not back.
Listen, given how popular Ilia's become and just the method of victory he's had and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
I mean, if I had any bit of a personality, it'd be fucking huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But I mean, there's no doubt it'll be the best. One of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7. Whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's
View 4, Justin Gaethje spoke about Ilia Topuria as if their fight was already inevitable, rather than something he was actively chasing. He emphasized that the June event at the White House had effectively become the moment he associated with facing Ilia, and that idea never left his mind. In his view, that potential matchup is what continues to drive his training and keeps him committed to staying in the sport.
Justin,
you want another kick?
Ilia Topuria. No, I got something better than another kick.
Okay.
Ilia Topuria says he's back. What you think about that?
He better be, because I'm supposed to fight him in June on the White House card.
Uh-oh.
That's who I'm fighting.
Oh, that's who you want.
That's who I have to have. That's why I fought for this thing.
That's why he fought for the damn thing. Y'all heard it. Topuria, Gaethje, let's make it happen.
Go.
UFC on Paramount Plus.
5. Luke Thomas clarified that his central takeaway regarding Justin against Ilia had nothing to do with small jabs or trash talk. Instead, he highlighted what he sees as a significant separation between the very top fighters at the moment. He described Ilia as competing with a unique level of confidence, the kind that doesn't come from barely surviving tough battles, but from operating a step above the rest in
People who we've been kind of dancing around this whole time, which is who I think are the two best lightweights in the world. Let's start with, you know what? Let's start with the champion himself. Here's a tweet from Ilia Topuria, I'm guessing to Paddy, obviously, quote, "Hey, little sausage. The only thing you had to do was be the 38-year-old guy." By the way, you can just, if you say that in Topuria's voice, all you had to do was just beat a 38, you're comparing him to like any guy off the street who happens to be 38. Like the disdain with which he is treating Gaethje is remarkable. He says, "You just lost the biggest paycheck of your life. You were going to get rich if you won. Justin, all I can say is congratulations. And I'd like to tell you to get ready, but you're screwed no matter what." I got to tell you, Ilia Topuria from the top row. I love this.
6, when speaking specifically about Justin. He acknowledged a deep understanding of who he is as a fighter, his durability, reputation, and willingness to face any opponent. At the same time, he suggested that those qualities by themselves may no longer be enough when matched against Ilia, implying that raw power and toughness alone might not carry the same weight in that matchup.
Hey, I have a lot of issues with basically everything Ilia Topuria has said over the last 2 years. Not this one. Like, this is exactly right. Like, you got beef with that dude, and you can dunk on that dude. Like, that is a okay thing to do. You know, I do think he also lost the biggest payday of his life. I think it's better for his career if he beats Paddy than Gaethje. But like, I totally understand dunking on him right now. And yeah, I mean, the most likely outcome.
Interview 7, a key element of Luke's analysis was drawing a line between competitive spirit and realistic outcomes. He made it clear he wasn't suggesting Justin would fold right away, but he did stress that the conclusion of such a fight still feels predetermined. From his perspective, Ilia holds more ways to win and has a stronger grip on how and when those ways moments unfold. He framed Ilia as part of the sport's current vanguard, while portraying Justin as someone positioned between different eras of contention.
Well, okay, let's be clear about this. And I said this a long time ago when people were like, "Oh, what about Paddy versus Ilia?" And I was like, brother, I mean, if you wanted to end Paddy's career, you set him up with Ilia. Ilia would turn him into ash. You know what I mean? I mean, just absolutely Medusa him, turn him into fucking stone with what he would do. I think Gaethje would be a little bit more competitive and would certainly put up more of a fight, but I don't think his chances are great either, which then brings us to a more interesting consideration, namely, what about Arman Tsarukyan, the kind of odd man out here who...
Interview 8, he summed it up with a simple message for the week, pointing out that this is what happens when chances are placed in front of you, and the result ultimately follows from how those opportunities are presented.
The fight between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett the last couple of days.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'm happy for Justin, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised how he not in shape in this fight, honestly, because on the first round he start this fight very slow. He's very slow. He look like he sick, you know, not in shape. I think if he gonna be same shape like I fight him in London, he gonna finish Paddy first 2 rounds. I don't think he really 100% shape on this fight. I see his neck, maybe staph infection. Yeah, look like, yeah. And Paddy
appeared heavy and awkward, almost like he wasn't fully prepared for that level of pace in the fight. Certain warning signs were noticeable, particularly around his neck, hinting that Justin either no longer had or may never have had the necessary readiness for that kind of intensity.
Just speaking of Justin Gaethje, just over here, how do you think he does against Ilia? Because obviously it looks like that's going to be the fight that's going to be next.
It's I don't want this fight, honestly. Yeah, because bro, he's almost 38 years old now, and if we look how he in shape in this fight, he look not so good. and fight against Ilia on stand-up, no wrestle, boxing. Man, that's dangerous for him, very dangerous for him. And Ilia, he's like, he can turn off the lights very easy, like, but it's MMA. I know, I understand it's MMA, like everything can change it like every second, but still, it's for Justin, like,
He openly admitted he wasn't fond of that fight, citing his age as a major factor in his hesitation. At nearly 38, slower reactions and visible wear make it difficult to keep up with a fast, aggressive opponent like Ilia. Vizia called it a dangerous stylistic clash, particularly if the fight stays on its feet, also acknowledging the unpredictable nature of MMA. Despite that, his main point remained clear and convincing.
Their last fight. And as for the last fight, what's next for Justin Gaethje? Bro, imagine like you go to, like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, dude. Like, he went to war with Paddy Pimblett to earn the right to get slimed by Ilia Topuria. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm happy that Justin Gaethje won. I picked him. I'm a big fan of him. He is literally going to get folded by Ilia. When Ilia gets in the cage and is like, I loved her, Justin. I really did love her, you know? Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation, bro? You're getting folded, dude. You are genuinely getting folded. I'm sorry, bro. Ilia Topuria by KO inside 2 rounds. If Ilia Topuria wants to take him down and sub him, he will. I do not see
11. One key takeaway from late-night MMA coverage was that the timing of this matchup seems poorly aligned. The chaotic nature of Justin's previous fight made it hard to see him performing with sharp precision, the kind of confidence he would need heading into a bout with Ilia. It wasn't a matter of lacking courage or determination, clearly, as both, but rather the punishment he endured just to get through his fight with. Paddy highlighted how grueling that path has been.
It'd be really funny if Justin Gaethje won, and I think it'll be a crazy moment for the United States of America. This might be a top 5 American moment ever if Justin Gaethje wins this shit, but I don't think he does. I think he genuinely gets folded up by Ilia Topuria, but this is the fight that you have to make next. I mean, I think maybe there could be a timeline, and maybe this is what I would rather see, and let me know if I'm being fucking delusional. If I was in charge of the UFC matchmaking, I would say, no, dude. Ilia, you're going to fight Islam Makhachev now because we want to see that money fight as opposed to you destroying Justin Gaethje. You know what I'm saying?
12. Justin's age and wear from years of grueling fights have raised concerns about his readiness for a matchup with Ilia Topuria, particularly in striking heavy exchanges where Ilia excels. Analysts note that Justin's reliance on raw power to recover could be exploited, and while a win would be historic, the odds favor Ilia, who combines youth, speed, precise timing, and power. Dana White emphasized the danger of the fight, pointing out that preparation will be crucial, and Ray Longo echoed this, stressing that Ilia thrives under pressure and in close-range battles, turning courage into real threats, though Justin brings experience, resilience, and the ability to create openings. The clash promises relentless intensity and sharp exchanges, making it a high-stakes contest where a single precise strike from Ilia could instantly shift the outcome. Are left to debate who will emerge victorious in this intense confrontation.